I need your ID, please, so I can write you a summons.
You will be willing to write me a summons?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I need your ID also, please, sir.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna place you under arrest then.
You're not placing me under arrest.
Come here.
You have no right to ask.
Come here. All right. Taser. Got it. I got my taser. Go.
In the incident, a single police officer approached a protester who was presumably participating in a demonstration or gathering. The officer initiated contact with the protester and specifically asked them to provide their identification. The purpose behind this request was to issue a legal notice, commonly known as a summons. In the unfolding incident, a second police officer joined the scene where the initial officer was interacting with the protester.
When he's in front of the business, yelling "F everybody."
Public property. It says cops. You want to know why? Because cops like you.
And he refused to give me his ID, which he's required to do.
For what?
The second officer decided to employ a taser, a non-lethal weapon that delivers an electric shock as a means of subduing or controlling the protester. However, before the second officer could use the taser on the protester ran away. The veteran officer engaged in a conversation with the officer who wanted to use the taser, informing them that the protester had not committed trespassing, challenging the actions of the rogue cop. It was alleged that the officers tampered with the footage from their body cameras, potentially erasing audio recordings. This practice of disabling or manipulating body cameras has been a long-standing issue with some police officers seeking to avoid accountability. The cop involved in the incident has a troubling history with 5 civilian complaints against him. One of the complaints accused him of using excessive force on a man experiencing a diabetic shock, while another involved excessive force on a veteran with PTSD who tragically died shortly after the violent arrest. Despite these complaints, the officer has received continued support from the police unions and fellow officers, raising questions about why his actions are defended and his tenure as a cop is supported. Now let's move to another video. In the incident captured on video, Aramis Ayala, the first black state attorney elected in Florida, was pulled over by Orlando police officers.
What agency are you with?
I'm the state attorney.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Your tag didn't come back. Never seen that before. I'm sorry?
I'm like state.
Yeah. We're good now.
So it was.
We ran the tag. I've never seen it before. A Florida tag. It's never come back to anything before. So that's the reason for this.
The officer stated that they initiated the stop because Ayala's license plate did not yield any information and because her car had a dark window tint.
What was the tag run for?
Oh, we run tags all the time, whether it's the traffic lights and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if, cars are stolen and that sort of thing. Also, the windows were really dark. I don't have a tint measurer, but...
Upon being stopped, Ayala questioned the officers about the reason for pulling her over. The officers responded by explaining they regularly run license plate tags to check for stolen vehicles and other violations. They also mentioned that the dark window tint was another reason for the stop.
What's your employee number? 57. Ready? There you are.
The incident gained national attention and sparked outrage, with some individuals alleged racial profiling. Ayala, in a statement, emphasized that she had not violated any laws and her license plate was properly registered. She also pointed out that the window tint was not in violation of Florida law. Now, let's move to another video.
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now, and I'm getting searched for shopping at the store I work for, and just being black.
So Leal Benberry, the VP of Versace Footwear, was shopping in Beverly Hills, California, when he was stopped and searched by police officers.
You're making it completely different.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
You're making it completely
so
different.
So you checked my ID. What's going on? Do I have anything on my record?
You're good to go. Sure.
I'm good to go. That's what I thought. I've just been GPS and trying to figure out where I'm going.
Okay. Do you have any ID on you by chance, man? Without reaching into your pockets, you don't have any weapons or anything, right?
I don't. I'm like super nervous.
I'm just gonna check to make sure you don't have any weapons if you don't mind, okay? Face that way real quick. Put your hands behind your back, palms together like you're praying. Awesome, thank you. Spread your feet. Cool, man. Don't want to mess up those shoes. Those are pretty nice. You said I can search you, right?
You do whatever.
Cool,
whatever.
man.
This is embarrassing to be frank.
Well, what we like to do, like when we stop someone, we just, to make sure you don't have any weapons or anything, we just like to...
It feels a little excessive. What's unfortunate is, like, I literally designed the shoes that are in this bag, and I'm being, like, searched for. Really? Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm not, that's why, like I said, man, you're not in handcuffs or anything. I'm just talking to you right now, okay?
I do. I'm just walking down the street, and it's a little ridiculous.
Benberry expressed his frustration and questioned the necessity of the search, stating that being black was likely the reason for his treatment.
Just want to run him real quick, partner, make sure everything checks out.
I have to record this because I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Well, just because right now you are being detained, just because we're talking to you,
Okay.
And we don't know, not saying that you would do this, but people have called and they have friends come, and then it comes an officer safety
I'm literally
issue.
just going to record right now. That's all I'm doing. You see it's recording, and that's all I'm doing because I feel, you hear it in my voice, I'm uncomfortable, I'm nervous. You understand
Well, yeah.
the climate that we're in?
No, I understand. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Not
Like, you're not in
dude.
handcuffs or anything,
Not
right?
really. Like, your boys are pulling up, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not making any, like fast
Right.
movements, but this is uncomfortable for me. Huh?
Are we making any time?
No, but this is uncomfortable for me. I just want to get to my car, so I'm just going to hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. But
Okay.
like I said, you understand why we stopped you, correct? And you admitted to jaywalking?
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now.
So you can't jaywalk, correct? You understand?
Understood, yeah. Can I have my stuff back, please?
But you see how you just switched that complete narrative?
Nah.
You were talking to us
I
saying,
know how
yeah,
you
you
guys
can
saw it.
search
Am I
me.
good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, you guys have a good
Next time, don't change the narrative like that, though.
He mentioned a previous incident of being stopped for jaywalking, indicating that such experiences were not isolated for him. Benberry recorded the encounter, expressing his discomfort and emphasizing that he was simply walking down the street. Donatella Versace, the sister of Versace's founder, reposted the video on her Instagram, expressing her outrage at the incident and condemning the behavior of the officers as unacceptable. And now it's time to move to another and the last of today's videos. In the midst of a routine traffic stop, Lieutenant Trujillo issued a stern command to Mr. Espinosa, instructing him to vacate the scene. The officer went a step further, issuing a veiled threat of charging Mr. Espinosa should he choose not to comply. Curiously, the specific crime with which Mr. Espinosa would be charged remained unspecified. Within the confines of the law, individuals generally possess the right to observe a traffic stop as long as they adhere to parking regulations.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
My son right there, he was following me to pull.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, though. You don't need to be behind it.
So you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like them. They killed my son over there. What's for following?
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
You don't get paid to be. You're
And you don't either, okay? I don't gotta put up with you. Okay, I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're gonna get charged. It's that easy.
Well, I'm recording.
I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude, that's your problem,
You keep
okay?
pounding on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second.
Right.
Avoid disrupting the flow of traffic and refrain from obstructing law enforcement officers. It was during the initial interaction with Lieutenant Trujillo that Mr. Espinosa was noticed to repeatedly press the screen of a cell phone. According to a police statement, Mr. Espinosa had claimed to be recording the incident, although the actual moment of initiation, whether it occurred upon the officer's approach or earlier, remained unclear based on the camera footage.
Okay?
No.
You rolled your window up
No,
when I walked up,
don't
okay?
care. I'm
So I
not
knocked on your
traffic
window,
stop.
okay? You
didn't
are not
pull
a
me
cop.
over.
You don't need to be
I
behind
don't
me,
care if I'm a
okay?
cop or
So
not.
you need to leave
No,
right
I
now.
don't need to do anything.
You
I'm
got
on a
5
public
seconds
street.
to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason,
I'm on
okay?
a public street.
No reason,
Is
okay?
this not a public
No
street?
reason.
Do I not pay
Okay,
taxes
do you
for
always
this
stop
road?
behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind you.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be
behind
here,
you,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I
Okay.
don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
my ride back to home.
In this scenario, a court could potentially assess Mr. Espinosa's actions to ascertain whether they amounted to obstruction and if his refusal to leave the traffic stop constituted a violation of the law. It is plausible for the court to find that Mr. Espinosa's mere refusal to leave might not be adequate to support an obstruction conviction, as it appears he did not physically impede, impair, or hinder the ongoing traffic stop. His actions instead could be interpreted as an exercise of his First Amendment rights, with the intention of filming law enforcement activities.
Stopped right behind you.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be
behind
here,
him,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I
Okay.
don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's my
fine.
ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave.
That's the
Now
car.
you can stay. Hey, stop. Stop. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
What are you gonna do? You gonna
SD4, give me that radio.
get off the car? Get off the car! Get off the car!
Stop it now. Now.
Get off the car! Get off the car! Get off the car! Get off the car!
Stop it now.
Now!
Get out of the car.
Hey,
Now.
what the hell do you think you're doing? I ain't doing anything.
Okay.
Huh?
Now you're on a traffic stop and you're trying to drive away?
Get out the car! Call state police!
Get out the car. Has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over it.
I don't know what's
On the other hand, it is also plausible that the court could determine Mr. Espinosa to have violated the obstruction statute by willfully disregarding Lieutenant Trujillo's explicit order to leave the traffic stop. Such a determination might hinge on the interpretation of the law and the specific circumstances surrounding the incident.
Get out of the
Then
car
hold your
now.
horses.
No.
I got my truck.
I don't give it. Clear the park.
I just did, hell.
Sit down is off.
You know,
Don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're gonna get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna get
You're
lit up.
breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm gonna get out.
Get out the car.
I'm complying.
Get out the
with you.
car.
Can you hold on? Can you guys
Get out.
Hold on.
Now.
I'm getting out. I'm not.
You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Hands behind your back.
Down.
Put your hands behind your back.
The deputies on the scene issued a command to Mr. Espinosa directing him to leave the area. However, as he began to pull away in his truck, the deputies responded by aiming their tasers at him and raising their voices, loudly ordering him to exit the vehicle. In response to the deputies' actions, Mr. Espinosa promptly stopped his truck and pulled over to the side of the road, complying with their subsequent instructions.
Hands behind your back. Put your hands back.
I'm going peacefully, fella. I just.
Get back.
Hey, he's recording this case first.
That's fine. He can record all he wants.
This is okay, guys.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up on traffic stops
no,
and
I'm
not do what you're
hurt.
told? Now you go to jail.
That's all right. I'm a
Turn around and face the truck.
I'm already cuffed now. The guy's not listening. If he listens, he won't get manhandled.
Now let's
Don't
go.
move.
Let's go.
That's great. I'm keeping on looking on that. You need to settle down.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in when you.
During the course of the incident, Mr. Espinosa made a startling revelation that he had been subjected to a taser while the deputies were in the process of placing him in the back seat of the patrol vehicle. This specific instance was not evident in the body camera footage captured during the encounter.
Get in the car. Get in. Now. You have your wallet on you?
Don't do that, man.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna pass search you. Now get out.
I got my wallet.
Get out now. Get out now. This is how it's gonna work. Okay? You're gonna do what you're told to do, and that's it. Stand up. Stand up.
Come on, guys. This is
Stop.
Come on, man.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I ain't acting like nothing. I got a taser piece in my lip. You guys got me right in the face.
Mr. Espinosa reveals that he was tased while the deputies were putting him in the backseat of the patrol vehicle. And although it is not apparent in the body camera footage, Mr. Espinosa alleged in his lawsuit that he was also tased.
Additionally, Mr. Espinosa included in his lawsuit an allegation that he was tased yet again while attempting to put his own vehicle in park, following the officer's directive to halt his movements.
I got out the car, stop the car. He guns it while I'm holding onto the car. So I had him at gunpoint. Then he puts the car in reverse, backs up on the pit-standing car while I'm still holding onto the car. And we tried getting him out of the car, and he had the car in drive, and he accelerated, but it didn't run over.
We tried to get him out, and he was refusing, and then when we tried to put him in, he was refusing. So I tased him, and then I tried to get him out to pat search him and get his wallet because he wouldn't tell me anything. And then that's when you rolled up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him over to the jail.
Okay.
In this situation, it is alleged that Lieutenant Trujillo and Deputy Knoll blatantly misused the authority vested in them and exploited the tasers provided for their protection to deliberately cause harm to an individual. The claim suggests that instead of employing the tasers as tools to ensure safety and maintain control during the encounter, they use them to inflict pain on Mr. Espinosa. At the start of this clip, we see two cars pulling over on the side of the freeway, one belonging to the cameraman and the other to his friend, who was pulled over by state troopers for speeding. When the officer notices that the cameraman is with the guy who was pulled over, he asks him to pull over in front of him as well, but since the cameraman realized this was just retaliation, he decided to just pull over behind the cop car at that moment. Let's see what happens next.
Okay.
So,
Driver's license and registration, please.
you're lying. But you're pulling him over, right?
You and him both.
You just told me you were pulling him over, so.
Yeah, well, he was going 87, you were going 85.
No,
Since you
I
don't
got my
wanna do what
cruise
I tell
on.
you to.
I got my cruise
give
on.
me your driver's license and your registration and insurance.
The cop asked the car driver to provide his driver's license and registration papers, to which the driver replied that the cop must be fooling around as the cop pulled over the driver's friend's car. The officer replied that he has pulled over both cars. The cop decides to cite both drivers for speeding, even though the cameraman claims to have his cruise control on.
Well, you got to give me a minute for the registration, but here's my license. And you realize that how can you see my speed when he's right in front of me?
You're following him. So here's what I did. I hit my front radar on him. He was going 87. As soon as he passed, it went to 85 on you. I never stopped the radar. That's the way it is.
Do you have a printout of that?
The man hands over his license to the officer, unaware that the officer can see his speed. The officer then explains, he's right in front of me and you're following him, so here's what I did. I hit my radar on him and he was going 87, but as soon as he passed, it went to 85 on you.
Now, when I make a traffic stop, if you don't do as I say by pulling to the front of him,
as you
by
say,
being behind
is that
me,
lawful?
I'm trying to make
Is that
sure I have
lawful order?
Yeah, it is, because it's officer safety. You're obstructing my traffic stop.
Officer safety is not a law.
So, I want you to pull the front of him so that you're not behind me.
Quote me the code for that.
So that I can make sure that I...
Can you quote me the law for that?
The officer then declares that we'll conduct a traffic stop. If you don't do as I say and I pull in front of him, I'm doing everything I can to ensure officer safety. You're in my way, so I'd like you to pull the problem behind me just to be sure.
The code?
I'm not going to pull you the law for that.
Then there is no law for that.
It is a lawful order.
There's got to be a code for it.
Stop.
There has to be a code for it. For officer safety, there is no code.
I don't care.
Just like there's no code for public safety.
Why is it
What's
that
the
you
problem?
won't do what I tell you to?
I'm with him, okay? It's not safe for me to just pull up ahead.
The man knows that the cop is lying and building up the laws that are not real, so he asks the cop to quote the law for whatever he says.
I don't exactly go to the front of people's
already
vehicles
pulled
because
over.
if you had a gun or something like that, you could always...
What are you so scared of?
What do you mean, what am I scared of? That's the way we maintain our
You think
officer
everybody's
safety.
out to get you?
That is the way we maintain
Why
our
do you guys
officer
always
safety.
think...
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're coming from.
Your officer safety issue is ridiculous. You realize that?
The cops then explain why he is terrified. He responds, you could always have a gun or something like that. I'm afraid that's the way we make do you think. Everyone's trying to get you. That's how we made it. What do you think? Here the man responds, I don't know who you are and the safety issue is ridiculous. You realize you have one of the least dangerous professions in the world and I don't have to cooperate since you didn't pull me over. You pulled him over.
There's your insurance.
Stand by.
The man gives the insurance and registration to the cop, but what happens next is going to shock you. They just leave. The man then decides to follow them. The cop appears to refuse to disclose his service ID or information about a supervisor, instead merely handing the driver a ticket and telling him everything's on there. We have a suspicion the cop wants to get rid of this individual as soon as possible.
I give that all to you on a card.
No, you can verbalize it.
I'm going to give it to you.
It's the law. You're supposed to verbalize it.
I'm going to give it.
Can you verbally identify
All I have to do is
yourself?
provide it to you. That's
Verbally.
all I have to do.
Verbally.
I'm going to explain your citation
Someone
to you.
that has vision problems.
This is your violation.
is
Do you
the
have
reason
vision
why.
problems?
When the man asks for the police badge number, the officer refuses and says, I'll give it to you. However, when the man begs him to verbalize it, the cop continues to refuse. After the continuous refusal of information, the cop gives the violation for speed to the man and leaves.
Your violation is for speed.
Oh,
You're going
what?
85 and a 70.
Huh.
I'm going to give you a violation citation for
Okay, what's your
80
name?
and a 70.
What's your name and badge number?
Right down here.
What's your name and badge number? Are you
right
going to fail to identify?
And now our next interaction between the cops and a citizen. The video begins with a man standing on the road leading to Iowa State Prison. Despite the fact that the road is publicly accessible, the cops say that it is private property.
And your instructions on how to pay out a contest. Sure you choose. My
Who's
information is
your
down
supervising
here.
officer?
Huh?
Who's your
My
supervisor?
information is down here. I'm providing that information to you.
Who's your
There's
supervisor?
information. Have a safe day.
The cop approaches the man and tells him, "We're not going to be concerned about you standing out here filming if you go back and approach that prison. If we get a call about that, we'll come up here and arrest you." That leads to you being warned by an employee to keep off the prison location.
So we rode our bikes back this way because there's no signs right here saying that it's, private property or not publicly accessible. Such kind of, and so we rode back over in here, and Dum decides to tell me that we're on private property. I understand it's penitentiary property, but this is a public accessible road to their visitors' parking lot. So,
The cameraman shows the location and mentions that we rode our bikes back this way because there were no signs indicating that this is private land or public property that is not accessible to the public. So we came back in here and he informed me that we were on private property. I understand it's a necessary property, however, this is a public road leading to the visitor's parking lot. Florida just backed up here, claiming that this was a private road, and you claim that there was a sign up here, but the only sign is the K9 on premises. That's all.
yeah, I know, and it's over this road. He says it's private, but there's no sign saying it's not. So, and there's the parking lot's right there, right? That's where you go in to visit somebody, right? So this is open road, right? Right, and then he's trying to tell me it's private, but I know it's not. You know it's not, because the public, how do I go and visit somebody if I want to visit somebody, right? Well, the parking lot. Right, so that's where, I would go to the door, though, to find out, on information on how to visit somebody, right? Yeah, Right. See, and I say it on. You're good as long as you're on the road. Right. Roadway, like it meaning this roadway. Oh, see, no. See, that's where I'm in contest, because there's no sign saying I can't go down this road. He said there's no access, no public access, only whatever personnel.
Next, an officer arrives and the cameraman asks the officer about the property. The cameraman explains it's private, yet there's no sign stating otherwise. So the parking lot's right there, and that's where you're going to see someone, right? So if this is an open road, how do I go visit someone if I wish to see someone? So that's where I would go to the door to find out information on how to visit someone, right? The cop tries all they can to persuade the man to leave, but the cameraman continuously informs the officer he is perfectly legal to be on the road. The cops then tell him it's fine to film and be in the area, but they still ask for his ID. But what happens next is going to shock you and make you laugh. This is when the guy simply hands him a piece of paper with their ID scribbled on it, knowing full well he's not legally compelled to identify himself.
They just want you to stay on the shoulder.
Yeah, I got my name. Hold on. YOURFIRSTNAME. Your first name.
Next, the man gives the same type of paper written on it with the name. This is surely a lesson for the cops using the law inefficiently. The man's now done with his tricks and asks the cops if anyone's informed about you guys coming over here, because this is definitely public property and there's no sign over here. Here, something strange happens when the cops go from ordering to requesting. So what happened just now, and what did the man show them? Just take a look. The man then leaves after displaying his weapon, which is the law document outlining what rights the police would be violating if the man was not allowed to remain there.